How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. Golden State's favorite to repeat this season. It would be an absolute miracle if the Raptors can shock the world by knocking off the two-time defending champions. There were only 5 instances in the 73-year history of the NBA where a team three-peated. While the Warriors are looking to make history, we'll take a look back in NBA history to see how close all the teams who won back-to-back titles but failed the third time. So how close were those teams to three-peating actually? The Showtime Lakers won a total of 5 championships in the 80s. Starting from Magic's rookie season, Magic won it in his 3rd season, where in his 2nd season in 81, the Lakers lost in the first round to Houston. In 87, the Lakers came back stronger than ever, with Jabbar at 39 years old. Head coach Pat Riley made some key changes in the offense, shifting Magic Johnson as the primary focus, with James Worthy as the second option. The team signed Michael Thompson mid-season from the Spurs to take some load off of Jabbar. Brian Scott was the designated shooter, who averaged 17 a game, and Michael Cooper the defensive stopper, who went on to win Defensive Player of the Year. Magic at 28 years old was at the height of his powers, averaged a career best almost 24 points, led the league in assists at 12.2 for the 5th straight season. LA finished with a league best 65-17 record, went 11-1 in the Western Conference playoffs to set up another showdown with the Celtics, who took 7 games to outlast the Pistons. The well-rested Laker team won by double digits the first 2 games. After Boston won Game 3 at the Garden, Magic sank the running hook shot with 2 seconds left in Game 4, giving the Lakers a 107-106 win. An iconic moment in NBA history. LA wrapped up the series in 6. Magic won his 3rd Finals MVP. When the series was over, Riley promptly declared the Lakers would repeat, guaranteeing it would happen.
And I'm guaranteeing everybody here, next year we're going to win it again.
So when the 87-88 season came along, LA proved why they were the champs. Finished the regular season with the league's best record at 62-20. Brian Scott was the one who actually led the team in scoring, averaging 21.7 points on 53% shooting. After sweeping the Spurs in the first round, the team went through plenty of adversity, was forced to play a decisive 7-game in the semis against the Jazz and in the conference finals against the Mavs before winning each series. Rare territory for Magic's team at the height of their powers. It wasn't the Boston Celtics in the finals this time. The young, hungry, angry Bad Boy Pistons was next on deck. The finals was the Isaiah vs. Magic show, 2 of the league's best point guards. After Detroit stole Game 2, the Lakers looked old and tired, but LA won Game 3 before falling the next 2 games. The Pistons held a 102-99 lead with a minute left in Game 6. Scott nailed the jumper with 52 seconds left. After a missed shot by Isaiah, Jabbar got the ball and Lambeer was shockingly whistled for a foul. The captain made both free throws, giving the Lakers a 103-102 lead. A controversial call where it didn't seem like there was much contact on Lambeer. Dumars ended up missing the go-ahead shot. The Lakers tied the series, and James Worthy responded with 36, 16, and 10 in Game 7, coming up clutch down the stretch, winning Finals MVP. After the Pistons thought they were robbed, the Lakers celebrated with joy. Magic just won his 5th championship by barely beating the Pistons. 88-89 would be Jabbar's final season, who was 41 years old turning 42, but Magic was still 29 years old, put up 22.5 points, almost 8 rebounds, nearly 13 assists. Alongside Scott, Worthy, 25-year-old AC Green, and Jabbar were the starters. LA won 57 games, number 1 again in the West, but Detroit won a league best 63 games. The Lakers seemed to be clicking on all cylinders, swept the first 3 rounds of the Western Conference, knocked off Portland in the first round, Seattle in the semis, Phoenix in the conference finals, going 11-0 before the finals, while the Pistons swept Boston and Milwaukee before beating Michael Jordan's Bulls in the conference finals in 6. Detroit had home court and took Game 1, snapping the Lakers' streak of consecutive wins in one postseason, with Prime Thomas, 25-year-old Dumars, Mark Aguirre, Rick Mahorn, Bill Lambeer, alongside Dennis Rodman, Vinny Microwave Johnson, James Edward, and John Sally off the bench. The Pistons were the younger and more physical team, led by their defensive intensity. Brian Scott was sidelined with a hamstring injury. Magic, who was the best player on the floor, pulled a hamstring in Game 2, was in disbelief. The one player the Lakers couldn't afford to lose. A painful blow as the Pistons took control. Worthy missed the big free throws in the final seconds, resulting in the Lakers' 3-point loss. Magic heroically took the floor in Game 3, only played 5 minutes, going 0 for 2, would be officially ruled out the remainder of the season. Joe Dumars dominated, scoring 17 straight in the second half. Detroit took a commanding 3-0 lead after a 114-110 win, rooting the Lakers' hopes for a three-peat. Dumars won Finals MVP, averaged over 27 a game, and Jabbar retired after. If it wasn't for Johnson's injury, the Lakers would have likely won Game 2, but Detroit still would have been too much to overcome and would have likely won the series in either 5 or 6 anyway. The bad boy Pistons. After winning in 89 and 90, the team lost a step in 91. Isaiah was 29, Dumars 27, but Lambeer, Vinnie Johnson, James Edward were all in their mid-30s. Michael Jordan was at the height of his powers. The 61-win Bulls simply got revenge and was too quick for the aging Pistons, swept Detroit in the conference finals, who had no shot against MJ. The bad boys walked off the court and Jordan simply took over the NBA. The Houston Rockets. After winning back-to-back titles in 94 and 95, a three-peat was near impossible. Dream was the lone star on the roster in 94. After knocking off the Knicks in 7 games, Drexler was traded in February of 95. It took a superhuman playoff run by Hakeem to lead his team, averaged 33 and 10 in 22 games, winning the title as the 6th seed. Olajuwon and Drexler were both 33 years old the following season. Mario Elie and Kenny Smith were also in their early 30s. The team finished 48 and 34 overall, faced a 64-win Supersonic team in the semis, and was absolutely no match for prime Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, who easily swept the Rockets, ending their 2-year title run. Even if the Rockets came out the West, the 72-win Bulls would have absolutely destroyed them as well. The Los Angeles Lakers, winning back-to-back in 2009 and 2010. The post-Shaq era was tough for Kobe and his lack of supporting cast until the Lakers stole Pau Gasol in February of 2008. After getting a taste of the finals, the team clicked on all cylinders in 2009, won 65 games. Determined and focused, Kobe won his 4th title in a 5-game series over the Magic in the finals. 2010 was also a revenge year. Kobe missed 9 regular season games with a swollen knee, played with a messed up finger the whole season, knocked off Phoenix in 6 games in the conference finals. Kobe and Gasol overcame their demons in the finals by beating Boston in an epic 7-game series. After back-to-back titles in quest for another three-peat, the Lakers didn't make any big roster changes. Added role players Matt Barnes and Steve Blake. Kobe was 32. Fisher was one of the worst starting point guards in the league at 36 years old, often got destroyed by most starting point guards. Artest and Odom were 31 and Gasol 30, but Kobe rolled his left ankle in Game 4 of the first-round series against the Hornets. Despite not missing any time, Kobe barely practiced, originally sprained his left ankle on March 12 against the Mavs that season. The Lakers got destroyed by Dallas in the 2nd round. Phil Jackson was swept for the first time as head coach. Fatigue from making 3 straight finals, combined with international ball drawn the summers for Kobe, Pau, and Lamar, were one of the reasons for the Lakers' struggles. Bryant simply wasn't at full strength, averaged only 23.3 points against Dallas, but will never show how much pain he was actually in. Gasol averaged a terrible 12.5 points on 42% shooting, got destroyed by Dirk Nowitzki. The Lakers' starting 5 was just too slow to keep up with the Mavs' ball movement. It was the end of an era for Phil Jackson. The Miami Heat. After winning back-to-back titles in 2012 and 2013, LeBron's famous words, "not 5, not 6, not 7, will always be the theme of the Miami Big 3 era. The team ruled the East, making the finals all 4 years, won 58 games in 2011, won 46 and 20 in 2012, 66 and 16 in 2013. James was in the very prime of his career, easily winning regular season MVP and finals MVP those 2 years. Miami's title runs weren't as easy and simply had to be earned because the team lacked the true big men. Opponents were able to punish them down low. LeBron needed a 45-point, 15-rebound effort in Game 6 of 2012 against Boston to keep his team's season alive. Roy Hibbert and Paul George took them to 7 in 2013. And combined with some San Antonio missed free throws in Game 6 of the 2013 finals and the Ray Allen tying 3-point shot, Miami could have easily been eliminated every one of those years without a ring. Pat Riley failed to add a true big man, something LeBron wanted, and there weren't many changes to the roster. The team still won 54 games. D-Wade missed 28 games, was no longer a superstar at 32 years old. The team was left almost entirely without young developing players. With a major shortage of bench athleticism and speed, Ray Allen was 38, Shane Battier and Chris Anderson 35, Rashad Lewis 34. 3 of these guys except Birdman played their final seasons. Thankfully, the East was weak. The Heat cruised through the Bobcats in the first round, knocked off Brooklyn in the semis, a dysfunctional Pacers team in the conference finals, Finals in 6 to set up a rematch with San Antonio in the finals, but young and coming Kawhi Leonard was better and Miami wasn't as dominant. The Spurs, with their ball movement, annihilated the Heat in the finals 4-1, winning by a combined 70-point margin. San Antonio were simply the hungrier and better overall team. James would leave the Heat in free agency to return to Cleveland. Now the Golden State Warriors will look to three-peat for the first time since Kobe and Shaq's Lakers. They dominated everybody in the playoffs in 2017, only losing in Game 4 against Cleveland. Kawhi's foot was tangled with Zaza in the conference finals that year. In 2018, Houston had them against the ropes, but Chris Paul went down in Game 5 with injury, and now Kevin Durant's still battling with a calf issue that might have already cost the Warriors in the finals. A couple years ago, Golden State wasn't as old. Iguodala's now 35, Sean Livingston's 33, Steph's 31, KD 30, Clay and Draymond both 29. A combination of old age and injuries were the main factors why teams failed to three-peat, but the runs for the Showtime Lakers, the Minneapolis Lakers won back-to-back titles in 1949 and 50, but I didn't include them since they won 3 straight after from 52 to 54. The Bad Boy Pistons in 89 and 90. Hakeem's Rockets, Kobe's Lakers, and the Miami Big Three will never be forgotten, and the superstars will always be cherished for their greatness. Winning back-to-back titles already put you in elite company. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do you guys think the Golden State Warriors will three-peat? Let me know in the comments below. I love all of you. See you next time.